Next up, we have D. Greg Scott, the author of Virus Bomb, a novel, an educational cyber thriller that explores what would happen if a nation-state launches a serious cyber attack against the United States, perhaps as a part of something larger. Hi there, Greg.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, thanks for being here.
Well, it's a cool room. There's a whole lot of smart people here. I'm just blown away by everybody's stories.
It is a pretty group of authors, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
So what was the inspiration behind Virus Bomb?
I'm an IT guy, and when you buy stuff online from some vendor somewhere, I'm one of the people on the other end of that transaction that keeps all that stuff working. And I know how this stuff works down in the weeds, and I'm also a victim of credit card fraud myself. So I've seen it from both ends. I'm a consumer and I'm a provider, and it just makes me mad when people steal from me and then get away with it, because then they can steal from other people. And I wanted to teach some of these thieves that they picked on the wrong victim. So I gathered a whole bunch of data, and I worked with the credit card bank, and we had all the details of the transactions. We sent that into law enforcement. That was in 2011. I'm still waiting on a call back.
Oh, geez.
I'm glad I didn't hold my breath. I'd
Right.
probably have suffocated by now. And so it occurs to me that I was going to write a how-to book, how to do all this safety stuff on the internet. Well, there's plenty of that material out there already, and nobody reads it. And then it occurred to me that some of these stories that happen are really, really, really juicy. So I wrote one. We can use fiction to present truth better than the news.
Absolutely.
And so that's what started me on this fiction journey.
I love it. So what is the theme of Virus Bomb?
Ordinary people. If we're going to win this cybersecurity war, we can't count on the Department of Homeland Security or the CIA or the NSA or pick your secret government three-letter agency. They're not going to help us. We help ourselves. You know that term, we the people, that we hear all the time? Well, it's true. The law enforcement and government is not in a position to help us. And so if we're going to win, real superheroes are ordinary people who step up when they're called. We don't need superpowers. We need our own powers and our own education. That's kind of the theme. Ordinary people getting things done, and ordinary people make a lot of mistakes too in this story.
Great. So what do you hope readers gain from your book?
Well, a couple things. First off, I want you to be entertained. I want you to get so deep into this story that first thing you know, the sun is coming up the next morning and you have a headache and you're thirsty and you have to use the bathroom. So take care of your jet lag and get hydrated, get a little bit of sleep, and have these characters and what happens burn deep into your brain, and then go educate yourself. I have a whole bunch of material on my website. This is where I can do plugs, right? It's okay to do plugs. D as in Daniel, dgregscott.com. There's a bunch of material on there and other websites. Educate yourself for how this stuff works. And people are too busy and they think it's cybersecurity and there's a whole bunch of moving parts and it's just way, way, way too technical for me to learn. I almost hit you, didn't I?
That's okay.
There's a lot of moving parts to this stuff. I'll keep and there really are. So here is 6 words that busy people and everything you need to know is crammed into this really dumb 6-word rhyme. Care and share to be prepared. That's all you got to remember.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Have a good day.